What's up, everyone? It's your host, Ashley, aka Nanny Announcements. And this episode is our second nanny interview episode. We have sat down with 5 extraordinary nannies and heard their story. And this week is all about Nanny Miss Monique. Miss Monique is our librarian in this industry. She fell in love with children's literature through her work as being a nanny. So sit back, relax, and get ready to hear all. Hey guys, so we are sitting down with Nanny Miss Monique. I'm so excited to sit down with you today and get to know your nanny journey, your nanny experiences, everything. So we're going to first start out with you telling us where you're from, where you're working, and how long you've been a nanny.
All right. I'm Monique Dupree. I've been a nanny for over 25 years.
Ooh,
And right now I am a part-time nanny.
okay, part-time
Yeah,
nanny.
in
And
Chicago.
are you working in Chicago? And are you from Chicago or did
I'm
you?
originally from Chicago. I have been a nanny in Washington, D.C. So yes, I've been a nanny in Washington, D.C. And right now I'm a part-time nanny, a part-time travel nanny for one family.
Okay, that's exciting. Part-time travel, you get to travel. Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you become a career nanny? Was there like a specific moment that clicked, like, oh yeah, this is for me? Or you just kind of like got thrown in and was like, all right, this is me now.
Well, when I was in college, my summer vacations, I would nanny for a family. And at that time, I didn't realize like this was a profession. I would just say I was just babysitting.
Okay.
But the mother told me I was more like a nanny. I was like really involved in like reading to them, scheduling our day, and I was very organized. And then I moved to Washington, D.C. to actually work in the Smithsonian, and I hated it. And I ended up being a live-in nanny for a family who were New York Times bestselling authors. And
Ooh,
that's kind of how I got into the whole reading Nanny Miss Monique thing.
okay.
But at that time, I didn't know I was gonna still be getting into books. Like at that time, I was just reading to children, and the whole diversity and inclusion thing came much, much later.
Oh, that's cool though. That's kind of cool how it started though. So since you started nanny now, what is like your daily schedule slash week look like since you're started nannying back in
Oh
time?
yeah. So I have a 5-year-old daughter,
Oh
so
yeah.
I base my nanny schedule on what I can do.
Okay.
So I told this family from the very beginning, I said, hey, my priority is my family. And they were looking for some very, very part-time nanny work. So when I drop off my daughter, I get coffee for the entire family, including myself. And I step in there and it's a little baby. So
Oh,
I do all the baby stuff. I wash the baby bottles, play with her, put her down for a nap. And pretty much I'm only there for about 4 to 5 hours,
okay.
about 2 to 3 times a week. And it's an easy nanny position.
Yeah. No, that's perfect though, compared to like, especially with your being a mom and then you working on your Miss
Nanny
Nanny Miss
Miss Monique
Monique.
business.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Nanny Miss Monique, which we're going to get to here in a minute. But I feel you, like you have to do something very part-time to keep, because you already have 2 jobs as being a mom and then Nanny Miss Monique. So now you got 3, girl.
Now I have 3 jobs. Exactly.
So what is a funny nanny story you ever had, if you're allowed to share? If you think
Oh,
about it. I
man,
know.
there's so many of funny nanny positions. Oh, well, I will say this. I'm the type of nanny, if the kid seems like they're ready to do something, like I'm just gonna go for it. Um,
And I think
So
about it.
yeah, I had a 3-year-old and they were on their tricycle, and they were very curious about riding their two-wheel bicycle. So one day I said, I'm going to go get some tools. And I took those training wheels off and we practiced the whole day. We practiced the whole day. And I said, oh, let's meet your parents at the train station with you riding your new two-wheeler bike. So the parents come and they see their kid like riding their bike towards them. And they're like, when did this happen? I'm like, today. They're like, where did you find tools? I'm like, I just looked around the house and found some tools. I just do it, you know?
Right. I feel you. That's exactly something I would do. I'm like, I'm just gonna do this. Yep, we're gonna take these training wheels off and not even ask the parents. They'll be okay once they find out.
They'll be happy, right?
You're helping them out by, teaching them something that they don't gotta do no more. So you're good.
Absolutely.
That's hilarious. So when you find families, when you were like working like a full-time nanny, were you like a freelance nanny or were you doing more of like agency life?
I've always went through an agency. I've
Oh,
always been an agency nanny.
okay.
I think the only time I wasn't, I went through, I don't know if they have these all over the country. It was a lawyer's forum where all these lawyer moms, they put their like, oh, I don't need my nanny anymore. We're transitioning out of our nanny. Does anyone need a nanny? And that's the only time I've ever done anything other than an agency.
Yeah, freelance. Yeah, I'm with you too. I've been in agency life for a while too. It's a little bit, I guess you're guaranteed, I guess, what you want. I don't know. It just seems a little bit better. I don't know. But I also know freelance is good too, because then you get to pick your own. So I don't know.
Exactly.
Everything has the pros and cons, right?
Right. That's right.
Right. So I know you have some things coming up with Nanny Miss Monique. So I want you to tell them what you have coming up planning for yourself as a nanny with Nanny Miss Monique. Tell them what Nanny Miss Monique like business offers so they know what you got going on, girl.
Sure. So, at Nanny Miss Monique, I believe that your bookshelf should reflect the world that you live in. So that means diversity and inclusion and all different types of diversity, language diversity, disability diversity, culture diversity. I do a lot of interviews on my Instagram at Nanny Miss Monique. Tonight, for example, I'm interviewing Benjamin Bugeaud. He is a 15-year-old autistic boy who wrote a book, and now it's becoming a New York Times bestseller. And I believe they're thinking about making a television show about the book. So how amazing is that? This week, this is actually my fourth interview this week. So I interview a lot.
You do.
I
She
get
does.
I get brand new books every week in the mail from publishing companies. So I review these books so you guys can I check them out before you guys can check them out. And that way I let you guys know that these books are great and they're diverse and inclusive books that you need to have for your kids. I'm also a speaker for the INA and for Nanny Palooza. I'm on several podcasts from Sitter City, from Chronicles of Nanya, to Danny ABC's. And I can speak at any event about diversity and inclusion in children's literature, even if that's for a corporate business and moms and dads would like to know why it's important to have diverse and inclusive books in your library. I can do anywhere from 15-minute speeches all the way up to an hour and a half. So that's what I'm working on right now. I send book packages all the time. I just woke up this morning, got some coffee, dropped my daughter off at school, and I sent a bunch of book packages to people. So I love sharing books with everyone. And I also make make videos. You know this.
You gotta get the video part. I was gonna say, yeah.
Yes. So I made promotional videos for everyone, not just for nannies. Portfolio resumes with QR codes. You scan, like, what if you have a family that's interested in you? You have this beautiful resume portfolio, and then there's a little QR code at the bottom of the resume. They scan over it with their phone, and voila, you have like a 2 to 3 minute commercial saying how great you are as a nanny, and it's in 4K. It's really high definition. It's beautiful, and I do a voiceover for it. So in right now I have a special on that. All 30 to 45-second videos are only $100. So if you guys are interested, definitely go to my page, nannymissmonique.com. There was just a new rap song made about me from Blake Rules called Nanny Miss Monique. You can actually put it in your stories on Instagram or on Facebook. You can get it off Spotify or iMusic. So I'm really excited about that. Lots of things are happening.
Yes, girl, you over here booming. I love that. You guys, she's literally like our library in this school. Like every Tuesday, she posts her favorite Tuesday books like on there. She posts all her Tuesday books. She's interviewing you guys left and right. Like every Tuesday, Wednesday, we got an interview. Like today, we got an interview on Friday. Interview on a Friday. Like
I'm doing for
every
Friday. Yes.
yes. You guys, and you're literally like you remind me like the librarian of our industry. Like you just inform us with so many good books. I bought some of the books that you've talked about. And you know, her promotion videos and her resumes they're just amazing. Truly amazing. So I'm gonna put all your information on the description box below, guys, so you can go follow her, get your promo videos going, your resume, because we all need a resume update. Okay, I know I got mine done from her, and I just love it. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, this is just amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. So I have a couple more questions. What is your favorite thing about being a nanny?
What's my favorite thing? I just love watching them grow. I think the best thing is to get a child when they're really little. I know some people like the older kids,
No.
but it's so much fun to see them as a baby, and then they're this little person with their own personality, and you had a part in raising these kids. I feel like that's just unbelievable. Who can say that they do that for a living, is raise tiny humans? I
Right?
can.
Right? Like that's what I'm saying. That's honestly one of my main reasons too. The favorite thing is just being able to say like I was a part of that child's life, or I helped them learn that, or helped them keep their eyes open to that, or you know, just yeah, I love that. That's just one of my favorite things too.
And like I love the fact that another really short funny story to me is the first time I had a baby at a very, very young age, I read to that child maybe about 10 books a day. That's a lot of books, but I would read like 10, even more sometimes.
Yep.
And by the time that child was 2 years old, one day he just started reading. I didn't teach him how to read. I just read to him. So I'm a firm believer. If you just read to your child all the time, they will pick it up. It's natural. And that's the same thing that happened to my daughter. Cruz started reading at 18 months. 18 months. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I didn't know that. That is crazy. 18 months. Wow, that's crazy.
And people are like, what did you do? Like force her phonics? I'm like, no, I just kept reading to her.
Yeah.
And they really do just pick it up.
No, they do. You're right though, because like one of my nanny kids, we read a lot to him, and he would by the end of after reading the book over and over, like he could read the book. Like I was not perfect, but like he would know like this is what this says on this page, this is what it says on this page. So yeah,
If you read to your kid 5 books a day until they're in kindergarten, they know 1.5 million words before they enter kindergarten. If you never read to your child, by the time they're 5 years old, they would only have known 5,000 words. So think about that. And you think about that, nannies and parents. You need to read to your child every day. And just think about language. Like people pick up language just by listening to it.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
1.5 million words by the time they enter kindergarten if you read 5 books a day.
It's only 5, but these children's books are like that, like, and they're good. Like, and all these children's books, especially if you guys don't know, you need to go check out Nanny Miss Monique. She's got all the good ones, but they're so good now. Like, and they're getting better with like the graphics and like the storylines and stuff. I'm like, man,
oh yeah, the stories are so good.
Yeah,
And they don't dumb down the children. Like there's books about emotions. There's book about loss. There's books about like just empowering children. You can get any kind of book.
Well, yeah, it's so cool. I just love it. Okay, one more question. If you could go back and tell yourself when you first started nanny, what would you say to yourself? Or if there's a nanny that's trying to come into the industry, what would you tell them? I know it's kind of hard. It's like
Work
hard.
very hard and be organized. And the number one thing is advocate for yourself. When you're tired, you're tired.
Yeah.
And I know I feel like we're the hardest working people because we're there before the parents go to work and we're there when they get off from work.
Yep.
So we have really long work days. So advocate for yourself. Make sure you have a lot of self-care. You take care of yourself and be the best you every single day.
Oh, that's a good way to end it. I love that. Oh, so thanks so much, Nanny Miss Monique, for sitting down with us and getting to share your story. Like everybody, I said, please go follow at Nanny Miss Monique. She has the books. She has the promo videos, the resumes. She's a guest speaker. If you are hosting an event coming up or a conference and you need a guest speaker about diversity and inclusion, please go talk to her. I'll put all her information in the description below. But thanks so much for sitting down with us. We really, really, truly appreciate it.
Thank you. It was great speaking with you.
And bye, guys. Y'all, how amazing was that? Nanny Miss Monique is just simply one of the best. I absolutely love going to her page and seeing all the new books that she posts every week, especially on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays are her favorite books and she posts a new book, not just one book, but like multiple books every Tuesday. So if you are not following Nanny Miss Monique, I'm going to need y'all to pause this video, head to your Instagram and type in at Nanny Miss Monique and hit that follow button, because now you have no excuses about what books to get your kid, what type of conversations you should have with your kid. You just have no excuses because Nanny Miss Monique is taking care of that over there on her page. Also, if you need promo videos, like for your business, for your products, for your agency, Nanny Miss Monique is your girl. She has a very soothing and soft voice that will very much attract customers and people to come to your page. So hit up Nanny Miss Monique. She is our librarian, our digital queen in this industry. So thanks so much, Nanny Miss Monique, for sitting down with us this week and allowing us to hear your story. It was truly an honor to find out more about you, because you do hold a very special place in our hearts. Everyone else, y'all do too. You do too. Everyone does. But I want to say, though, before we end this episode, I want to remind you guys all about our mention program that we have offering here at Nanny News/Nanny Announcements. If you go to our Instagram page, which is Nanny Announcements, and you go to our bio, you will see two types of forms in our bio: a sponsorship form and a mention form. We all know what our sponsorship form is. It's going to be a 5-minute segment of your business on our episode where you basically sponsored the entire episode of Nanny News. Now, on every Monday, we have been posting an announcement episode, basically just shouting out businesses that have, or mentioning businesses that have things coming up, have sales coming up, job offers, or looking for, especially agencies, if you're looking for nannies or looking for families, we mention that in our channel. We mention anything and everything in nanny industry on our episode. So with that being said, we have a mention program offered for you. If you would like to have your event shouted out on our episode or even on our page, please go to our Instagram page and go to the bio and fill out the mention form. It is an $8 fee for a mention, and after that, we take care of the rest. We will mention you on our announcements episode that airs on Monday, and also on our story and nanny announcements. So if you have any other questions about our mention program, our sponsorships, or even if you want to get your story shared on Nanny News with a nanny in an interview, please DM us at Nanny Announcements or email us at nannyannouncements@gmail.com. We will see you guys all on Monday for our announcement episode. And if you have not watched our last episode with Courtney in our nanny news interview, then please go do so as well. It was a very good one as well. She is truly, truly someone special that if you don't know who she is, you're missing out, because we love Courtney. I just love her. And I also wanted to say thank you again for Miss Monique for sitting down with us today. We'll see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Love y'all. Bye.